And welcome back to Good Things Utah, everybody. Dr. Hopes from Hope's Vision joining me now. He just said he knows the secret to folding a fitted sheet. Maybe we can talk about that later.
Yes.
Share it with all of our viewers. But first, we want to talk about the SMILE procedure. And when I saw this, I said, wait a second, you guys aren't working on teeth now, are you?
No, we haven't branched out to teeth at all. This is a new type of laser surgery. And I think to understand SMILE, you have to understand LASIK. A lot of people have had LASIK. They've heard about LASIK. With LASIK, we use two lasers. The first laser is called a femtosecond laser, and it's a high-rate laser that is very accurate within the cornea. And that's what we've used to make the flap. So we raise the flap with the first laser, and then a second laser called an excimer laser will come in and treat the tissue.
I remember going through this. I remember the two-step process, that first one, and then I can't remember, do you wait a second before you use that second laser, or is it right after?
Yeah, it's basically two different procedures, but as you see here in this animation, we now just take the first laser, the femtosecond laser, and that laser within the very wall of the cornea can create a small disc, kind of like a miniature contact lens. And it is based on your prescription, and once that little disc is made, then we can pull it out through a tiny tunnel. In essence, we can just use the first laser, the very accurate laser, and within the wall of your eye, bring out the correction without having to
do two
raise
separate
the flap.
Procedures.
Yeah, and so this is a surgery that's new. It's just a different type of vision correction. It's not going to replace what we're doing. Right now I call it another tool in our toolbox. Some people have been leery of LASIK. We look at the numbers across the United States, and it's about 5% of people who are eligible for LASIK who have gone and had it done. There's a huge opportunity.
Only 5% of people. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now, why? Because maybe some people have fears. You know, it's eye surgery. I understand fear with eye surgery.
We talked about it when I had some of those same questions for you. Yeah. What made me feel better is that you actually had it done.
Yeah, I've had LASIK, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. But some people have had a fear of the flap, maybe the job they have, maybe the vocation that they do. They're worried that a flap could have a problem down the road. Maybe they've been told they have dry eye and they've held back from LASIK. Well, SMILE doesn't have a flap. Studies suggest there's less risk of dry eye at the 1 month and the 6 month mark after having had SMILE, because we're working under the surface and not up towards the surface. So if people have had fear about laser corrective surgery, hopefully this is another tool, something that will capture them, something that will help them kind of look into the venture of eye surgery again.
That laser incision is much smaller than the flap.
Yeah, and it's all based on your prescription. And right now, this surgery won't be for everyone. Right now, it's approved in the FDA in the United States for treatments from about -3 to -8. It doesn't yet treat astigmatism. So before everybody calls in and says, this is what we want, you know, we're going to say what we always do. Come in, let us do our evaluation. But now, the tools that we have are broader. Some people will qualify for LASIK, some will qualify for PRK, some will qualify for ICL, some may qualify for SMILE. But the good news is, working where I work at a fantastic practice with fantastic people, is we now have more that we can offer the general public. So we really want folks just to come in, take a look again at options for you to correct your vision. SMILE has some advantages, but
and SMILE is an acronym, correct?
Yeah, it stands for Small Incision Lenticular Extraction, but SMILE rolls off the tongue a little easier.
It really does. It's a lot easier to say. Yeah. Do my options change as I get older? Like, if LASIK didn't work, will it work in the future, or will SMILE work better?
Well, the good news is, and I've been doing this for over a decade now, the options get broader every year. We're always trying to find something to help almost every patient. And this surgery is a lot like LASIK. It's going to correct your prescription as we get older and have trouble reading. You know, there are other things that we have too, things that we're not talking about in this segment. But hopefully we're to a point where almost every age of patient, we have an option for them. Come in and let us take a look. Come in for the free evaluation, and we'll figure out what's best for you.
And it doesn't take very long, and it's such a gorgeous location, everybody. hopesvision.com for more information. Their phone number right there on your screen, too. They are also on social media. They're on Facebook. Go to our website. We'll link you to all of the information. I'm with you. I would do LASIK again in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Game
absolutely.
changer for my vision.
I say it all the time.
So good to see you.
Thanks.
Devin, over to you.